What's up, guys? LE here, and today I'm with the great, I can't even say his name with a straight face without laughing, the Great Cornholio. He's our newest addition to the family, if you saw my dad's video on Facebook a few days ago. And today, I just wanted to give some fun facts about him and turkeys in general. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so Cornholio is a bourbon red. That's the kind of turkey he is. And we got him from a very nice lady, and she was worried that he wasn't safe there because there was a pack of wild dogs that lived in her neighborhood or wherever she lived, and they kept trying to attack him. You might even notice that some of his feathers are a little bit cut up because they got to him a few times. Thankfully, he's still alive and still healthy. So I guess she just thought he was better off living somewhere else. So she found the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, contacted my dad and Jamie, and then we got him out here. He's been here for a couple of days now, and he's very sociable. He's very calm, relaxed. He's just a very positive energy to have around. All right, so the origin of Cornholio's name is also pretty funny. I think my dad said Paw Paw was the one who came up with it, but in any case, whoever it was said that whenever he makes his feathers look all big like that, he kind of looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. I'm not sure how many of you watch that show, but there's a recurring gag when Beavis like puts his hoodie over his head and he makes himself look bigger, and I'm not even gonna try to say it the way that he says it because I'll just embarrass myself, but he basically says like, I can't even say. He says, I am the Great Cornholio. It's kind of, I don't want to say stupid, but it's like stupid funny. And he says it in a really funny tone that I'm not going to try to imitate right now. So yeah, that's how he got his name. As you can see, all the little goats are checking him out and seeing what's up. He is an intriguing animal to all of us, so definitely can't blame him. But yeah, as far as turkeys go in general, they have some really unique characteristics. Turkeys are crazy, man, low key, and I'll explain why. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in on his little beard right there. As you can see, it's really, really red. And what's cool about that beard is that, okay, well, first of all, it's called a wattle, W-A-T-T-L-E, L-E. No, but in all seriousness, it can change color, kind of like a chameleon in that sense. So right now, obviously it's red, which is indicative of heightened emotions such as anger or excitement, just extra intensity. And sometimes it'll change to a more blue and purplish color, kind of like what you see around his eyes or on the top of his head. But the cool colors are indicative of just relaxation, and he's just calm, nonchalant, etc. So yeah, red, intense, blue, not so much. Cornholio has come to the shade to hang out with the goats, the ducks and the geese, and Miss Annie, of course. All right, so what's also cool that he has is what's dangling from his nose right there. That's called a snood, and it can also change size and shape based on his emotions and just generally how he's feeling. So right now, as you can see, it's loose, dangling, just flopping around, and that means there's no blood flow going to it, which subsequently means that he's just chilling, he's just relaxed. He's not, yeah, as you can see, his wattle's also turning kind of blue ever since I started recording, so he's more relaxed and chill right now. However, whenever he sees a potential mate or female counterpart, that thing will have blood flow to it and it'll spring right up, kind of like a rhinoceros horn, or also kind of like a male's dingling. I know y'all loved how I described the female private parts in my last video, so that's how I would describe the male counterparts, literally. This guy has really started chilling out. I've been videoing for 5 or 10 minutes and you can just see the drastic change from red to blue on all over his face. So he's definitely calm and relaxed now, much more so than he was a few minutes ago. But what's also cool about turkeys is that, okay, so you know that a lot of birds in general, they puff themselves out, they puff their feathers out rather to make themselves look bigger and basically just be more dominating and attractive to mates. So that's kind of a given for him. But what's also cool about turkeys is that he's constantly gauging and determining whether anything that he sees is a male or a female, regardless of it's even within his species, regardless of whether it's even a turkey or not. Right now, Pebbles is burying her face into his feathers. Oh my God, Pebbles, what the heck? And he's not having it, so he must think that Pebbles is a male because he might be all over her if he thought she was a female, which she is. So it just goes to show that turkeys don't have perfect judgment. They can have lapses sometimes. Jumping all over me, this is crazy. Man, you can hear her chomping on my hair. You can actually hear that, that's wild. Pebbles, baby, you're hurting me. Ah, she has a grip. I can't. Ah, she's not letting go. Oh gosh, she wouldn't let go of this strand right here. She's turned this curl into a nearly straight strand. Gosh. To put into perspective how intense he can be, The other day, whenever my dad brought him home, I wasn't here yet. I came here like a day or two afterwards. Jamie told me that Sister Kim showed up to see the new turkey, and in an instant, he determined that Jamie and Kim were both females, which they are obviously, and he ran over to them, puffed out his feathers, and started doing one of his signature cat calls, the same way that he would for a fellow female turkey. So he literally is indiscriminate as far as choosing potential mates, which I think is really, really funny. All right, guys, so if you look carefully on the back of his leg, you can see a spur extruding, one on each leg. Not where his feet are, because those are his talons, but yeah, like I said, one spur extruding from each leg on the back. And turkey experts use that to determine how old turkeys are. I don't know if it's because of the number of marks they have or a certain length or something, but I know that they are used to determine a turkey's age, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, I can see that his wattle's starting to turn a little more red again. It must be because he's in defense mode, because the other littles have shown up. Like I said, he gets along really well with them, but they're still new, so he's probably just overly cautious. Even Cornholio knows that better safe than sorry is the best policy. All right, so the last bit of information I have about turkeys revolves around their diets. So Cornholio, for instance, loves to eat insects and critters, obviously, but what he also loves to eat that I didn't expect, that you may not expect either, is that he loves to eat grass. And not just a little bit of grass, he eats probably just as much, if not more grass than some of the littles that are bigger and older than him, like the goats, which is crazy. And the reason we know that is because look all around him. You'll see that it's like all dirt. He's eating so much grass that he's eating it down to the dirt. And like, as you may recall, this used to be grass not too long ago before he showed up. So yeah, Cornholio's favorite spot to hang is obviously by the shed, because that's where the shade is. So I don't think it's any coincidence that that's the case, and that spot has suddenly turned to a dirt mound within the few days that he's been here. Also, turkeys prefer to eat like early in the morning before most humans have woken up. That's why it's kind of sad to say, but turkey hunters, whenever they hunt turkeys, they prefer to do it very early in the morning, because that's whenever they're most out and about and trying to get food. So we don't usually see him eating. Like I said, we had to use the context clues of his favorite spot to hang and what it's become in the last few days to put two and two together. All right, y'all, as y'all can see, Cornholio's pretty chill. He's pretty tight with the people, and yeah, he's a fun guy, and we're lucky to have him. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. Hope you have a great day, and as I always say, your boy Ellie out.